Okay, so in this video we're going to be talking about how to do questions where you've got to combine two separate ratios into one. Okay, now this is actually a very nice topic. Your layout is one of the key things. If you do your layout wrong, then it's going to be really difficult. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it all properly, and then obviously show you how to answer the questions. So the first thing is I'm going to rewrite stuff that's in the question, but I'm going to have the letters on the top and then the numbers on the bottom. Now whichever letter appears in both of the ratios, they're the ones that you want to have next to each other in the middle. Okay, so we've got a B in this one and we've got a B in this one, so I want to keep the B's next to each other and you'll see why in a moment. So first one is 2 and 3 and the second one is 5 and 7. Now whatever value B is, okay, it's not going to be 5 and 3, it'll be a larger number, but they must be the same for both of the ratios, otherwise the ratios wouldn't work. Okay, so I'm going to look at these two numbers here, 3 and 5, and think what bigger number do both 3 and 5 go into, okay, which would be 15. So I'm going to make them both have 15 for B. Okay, so for the first one, I need to multiply 3 by 5 to get 15, and I need to multiply 5 by 3 to get 15, okay? And whatever you do to one side, you do have to do to the other. So 2 times 5 would be 10, and 3 times 7 would be 21. Okay, so we need to write it as one ratio, so A, B, C. Now the B's are both 15, so that means we're just going to write 15 in the middle. Okay, we know that now when B is 15, that C is 21, and same for A, when B is 15, A is 10. Okay, and if you can simplify it, you go for it, but this one we can't because 2 goes into that but not those two, 3 goes into both of those but not the 10, and so on. So our final answer will be 10, 15, 21. Okay, so we're going to do another one, but this time it's going to be wordy. So we need to sort of work out the information first. So we've got ratios of circles to squares is 3 to 4. The ratio of circles to rectangles is 7 to 2. So both of them have circles in. So those are the ones that I want to have in the middle. So the first ratio is squares with circles, and the second one is circles with rectangles. Now, as I've said in previous videos, the order of the words are really important. So because the circles appear first, that's the number that, the first part is the circles, okay? But because I've actually switched it round, because in here, circles comes first, but actually when I've written it down, I want the circles second. So the 3 needs to stay with the circles, so here. And then the squares is the 4. Okay, so I have actually switched it round, but it's because I've switched the names round. Okay, and then circles to rectangles, that's still in that order, so 7 to 2. Okay, again, I look at the two middle numbers because they're both the circles. I think what can 3 and 7 both go into? They can both go into 21. Okay, so for the first one, 3 times 7 would give me 21. And for this one, 7 times 3 would give me 21. And again, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So 4 times 7 is 28. And 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, again, we've got to be careful with the order. So I'm going to do it in red actually here. So we've got circles, squares, rectangles. So the circles are 21, the squares is now 28, and the rectangles are 6. And again, check if it can simplify. This one can't, but it's always good to check.